Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on Love World News. I'm Giovanni Zaburoni, and these are your top headlines for the 2 o'clock hour. Now, the meeting between Mexico's president and Donald Trump seemed somber and serious, but that didn't stop Twitter from cracking up. Gene Mose reports on the hashtag that tagged Donald Trump. Investigators in Washington say one woman was doing more than recovering from her hospital bed. They say she was selling meth. The people in this area are extremely angry. They've got the road blocked off there, and the police are actually waiting at the roadblock, just watching the situation unfold. If you look this way over here, there are more tires on fire. People from the neighborhood are just standing around watching it burn, daring police officers to come and get them. Striking postal workers from across Johannesburg have taken to the streets to demand a pay increase and a bailout for the postal service. There are hundreds of deep cracks and potholes on the streets of Spokane that can make for quite a bumpy ride during your daily commute. The city has decided to take a more proactive approach to get the holes filled as quickly as possible. I'm in the town of Sosha Onguve, where residents have taken to the streets in anger at the municipality. Take a look at this. They've actually started burning tires, debris, and they've shut down an entire road here. They say they're angry at the municipality for charging them fees, and they don't want to pay it anymore. The road leading into this neighborhood is blocked by large rocks, trees, and tires engulfed in flames. The Tshwane police stand guard at a distance, waiting for the arrival of the South African police services. After passing the blockades, protesters appeared from behind the heavy smoke. Their frustration with government has given way to anger.
This thing, it's about rubbish bins, né? Because they told us that this thing is only once off, but it's basically continuing. Ne? When we talked to Mr. Makubela, he told us this thing it won't stop now until the MEC and the mayors and the councillor come to meet. So the question is when? When are they gonna do that? Because they're still waiting. So that means this thing's gonna keep on continue, even next year, the coming years. They wanna continue taking the money from the pensioners and the other people. So that's the problem. We did a meeting before, and nobody comes. Only the community, those who came, but the other people, they didn't come. As long as they don't come, we're gonna continue doing this thing. Okay. We're gonna continue doing it. We don't have any choice. Okay. That's the problem.
They will tell you that a black person doesn't have money, but when it comes to payments and stuffs, the black man has a money, but they will tell you that black person doesn't have money. But when they come to charging people, guys, black person has money. We don't understand why. And they must agree with us before they make conclusion to whatever they want us to pay. Yeah, I'm a very much worried community member. How could they do that? We are not supposed to pay for I'm so sorry.
Residents say the 250 Rand fee for water, electricity, and rent is making it hard to survive.
My mother is a pensioner. My dad is a pensioner. And monthly they had to deduct 250. My mom has to wear. My dad has to wear. I'm not working. I'm still eating at home. What's part of the story? Our government is really failing us.
I'm standing here at a village in Giovanni where a school was partially burned down. We went into the village to talk to people to find out what happened, but they say if they speak to media, they may face retaliation from those involved in the fires. Police officers from provinces around the country are spread out along the main road leading into Giovanni. As you drive down the street, there is evidence of unrest with smoldering debris and a tire in the street. Giovanni itself resembles a ghost town. It's normally busy during the day, but the streets are empty. People are staying in their homes. Approximately 3 kilometers from the Giovanni police station, officers are standing outside a village. They allowed us to go inside, and as we made our way up the access road, there were rocks and tree branches blocking the road. One man was seen removing the roadblocks after delivering water to his family members. Once inside the village, much like near the police station, there was hardly anyone outside. People were staying close to home. Villagers say their school was set on fire and the administration post was burned, but they refused to go on camera. They say if they talked to media, their homes would be burned in retaliation. One woman said villagers were not responsible for the burned schools, that it was people from the outside that were setting the fires. Police have not confirmed whether that is true. This school has visible signs of damage. The roof is missing and you can see the burn marks on the outside of the building. People have been staying inside the school to protect it from being burned to the ground. Moments after taking this video, A person in the village started blowing a whistle to alert the others that my camera crew and I were there. The person blowing the whistle was attempting to assemble a mob for a confrontation. People were coming out of their houses to see what the commotion was about, and as we left the village, we could hear people shouting from behind us. The situation was very tense. Some people in the village are angry and others are very suspicious of outsiders as they deal with the ongoing municipality issue while trying to protect their school from being damaged completely by arsonists. Buying a home and moving into a nice neighborhood is the American dream, but for people living here, their dreams turned into a nightmare with their worst fears residing right behind that door. Do not enter or occupy, a warning sign people in this neighborhood have been waiting to see for quite some time. Feeling safe away from home has been the norm in this community for years.
There's always somebody out there either yelling or, they're either bringing bikes in, beating on stuff late at night and into the wee hours of the morning.
The baseball bat Shane Couch keeps by his door is the only reason he can sleep at night, and he's not alone. Homeowners like Shane have been constantly looking over their shoulders for fear of what was happening just a few feet away from their front doors.
I always got to watch out what I'm doing and make sure I'm taking every precaution I can when I'm leaving my own home.
Police say there were a number of illegal drug transactions happening at this house, and they were finally able to gather enough evidence to shut it down and board it up. Police arrived with a court order to evict the homeowner. What officers found in the home led to Jeanette Johnson being taken away in handcuffs.
A syringe loaded with heroin was in there.
And that's not all. There was more evidence of drug-related activity found in the house. Johnson has been charged with possession of a controlled substance and use of a building for unlawful drug purposes. Corporal Ferguson credits the perseverance of the community for the arrest. Every single call mattered.
The fact that they did call on those allowed us to work with this.
The drug-related fights, the danger, the sense of fear smothering this community is finally over. Police say the house will be shut down for the next year. In the newsroom, Giovanni, KHQ Local News.